Hi, this is Gary from MacMost with another travel video. Now, while I love to travel, I also happen to live in a great travel destination, Denver, Colorado. In fact, I love to walk around my city. When I watch travel videos about my hometown, I'm often dismayed at how little visitors see. I could show you more than 25 great places on a relatively short walk through downtown. You can do this walk in a single morning or in an afternoon or even an evening, and you'll get plenty of great photos and see some of the most recognizable and iconic places in Denver. This will be a loop, so you can really start from any point, but I'll start at the state capitol building because I live literally 3 blocks away. Lots of people like to start here because the view from the steps is amazing, with the city and mountains, museums, and Civic Center Park. If you are here on a Saturday morning, it may be quite busy as this is where most protests and marches start. Denver is a very politically active city. To start the walk, we'll head to the left, which will take us to the Museum District. You'll pass the Judicial Center and then the library on the left and Civic Center Park's Greek amphitheater on your right, which is being renovated. Then we'll turn into the pedestrian space between the library and the art museum. You'll see I'm going to take you on a route that uses pedestrian spaces as much as possible. Denver is a great town for walking. The Denver Public Library Central Branch is a beautiful building. It's nice on the inside too if you have the time to go in. On the right are the 3 buildings that make up the Denver Art Museum. There's art from all over the world here, including from some of the masters. But it also has some of the world's largest collections of indigenous art. If you go, be sure to visit the 7th floor where there are outdoor terraces with amazing views. So many people go here and miss these. If you have time now or come back later to go into a museum or two, be sure to check out the Colorado History Museum just a block away, which has great exhibits too. Plus, it has one of the best shops to buy art and gifts that are actually made in Colorado. Walking under the Art Museum Bridge, you'll see the Colorado Women's History Museum located in a historic Denver mansion. And to the left are 2 of my favorite museums, the Clyfford Still Museum, which houses almost all of the work created by the famous abstract painter, and past that, the Kirkland Museum of Design, which is small but has rooms packed with furniture, glass, pottery, and industrial design. Walking down Bannock Street will take us past the other side of the Art Museum and in front of the Denver City and County building. In December, this is all lit up for the holidays. And on the right, you are looking back toward the state capitol through Civic Center Park. It usually looks nicer than this. There's just a lot of work being done on it right now. We'll cross Colfax Avenue now and pass by the Populous Hotel, designed to look like the bark of Colorado aspen trees. The Denver Mint is on the other side of the Populous over on Colfax, with tours Monday to Thursday if you are into coins and currency. We'll walk down 14th Street from the Populous toward the Convention Center. Note that Denver has both numbered streets and numbered avenues. The streets, like 14th Street, are part of the downtown grid, which is at a 45-degree angle to the avenues, like 14th Avenue, which cover most of the city outside of downtown. As you get to the Convention Center, you'll see a site I'm sure you'll recognize. That's the Big Blue Bear, which is really named I See What You Mean. I think people like it because it is whimsical, with the bear curiously looking inside the Convention Center to see what is going on in there. Continuing down 14th Street, you'll come to the Performing Arts Complex. There are several theaters all attached to each other here and a great covered plaza in the middle. At night, on the weekend, this is one of the busiest places in downtown as opera, ballet, theater, and concert goers line up to see performances. But earlier in the day, you can just enjoy the space. A little further down 14th Street and you'll hit Larimer Square. This picturesque pedestrian street has restaurants, cafes, and shops. It is a great place for photos both in the daytime and when it is all lit up at night. After maybe grabbing some food here on Larimer, turn left and head to the Cherry Creek Trail. This great walking and biking path runs below the streets and goes for miles. We're going to see the last portion of it here and enjoy the murals along the way. At the end of the Cherry Creek Trail, you'll pass under an arched bridge and then circle around to go over that bridge. This is Confluence Park, where Cherry Creek meets the Platte River. This is a great spot where a bit of Colorado wilderness shows up in the middle of the city. Denver started here when Gold Rush and Silver Rush hopefuls gathered in tents alongside with indigenous camps. We'll cross the pedestrian bridge over the Platte and walk along the other side of the river. On your left, you'll see the REI flagship store housed in a former streetcar power plant. Even if you don't need any outdoor gear, it is worth taking a look inside to see the indoor climbing wall and walkways high up in the big open space. Then walk along the river and pass under the 15th Street Bridge and head to the pedestrian Highlands Bridge. We'll cross the river again, but if you have more time, the Highlands area in the other direction has great bars, restaurants, and the unique Little Man ice cream shop. As you walk across the bridge, you can see Elitch Gardens in the distance. Denver is one of the few cities left with an amusement park right downtown. After the bridge, you'll come to the big open space of Commons Park. If you get inspired to picnic here, you can grab some to-go food across the park at a few casual restaurants. Then walk toward the Millennium Bridge, another good photo spot with the bridge's tall white mast. Once over the bridge, turn left on Chestnut Place and then right on 17th Street. This will take you right to the back of Union Station and the train platforms. I love the modern sweeping cover over the tracks, contrasting but also complementing the old station building. Walk right through the station. You'll find a very nice inside with bars and restaurants and lots of seating. Then you'll come out the front to the iconic view of Union Station that you usually see in pictures. From here, walk down Winecoop Street towards 19th Street. On the right, you'll glimpse the famous Winecoop Brewing Company, founded by John Hickenlooper, who went on to become the mayor of Denver, then the governor of Colorado, and now U.S. Senator. Then you'll hit another pedestrian square at 19th named McGregor Square. There is a huge screen with outdoor tables for the restaurants. Major sporting events are shown on the screen, as well as movies on some nights. At the other end, you'll come out at the front of Coors Field, home to the Colorado Rockies. It is a great place to see a baseball game if they are playing while you're here. From Coors Field, head back along Blake Street. Look for the entrance on the right to the Dairy Block, an alleyway that has been turned into a great outdoor space with more restaurants. Then, back on Blake Street, turn on 17th and cut through another revamped alley that's home to more outdoor recreation brands called Base Camp. Then, right on Market to get to 16th Street. Now, 16th Street is Denver's main pedestrian walkway. It is about a mile long and filled with different things to see. There is a free bus that runs up and down it, so if you're getting tired of walking, you can hop on and off while we go up 16th Street. One of the architectural highlights here is the Daniels and Fisher Tower, once part of a massive department store and built to look like the famous tower in Venice. It was once one of the tallest buildings in the American West. Today, it hosts occasional cabaret and burlesque shows. Further down 16th Street, you'll come to the Denver Pavilions, a kind of outdoor mall that was just taken over by the city, so a revitalization is in the works. You can go up to the top floor walkway here for some good photos. A little further up, and you'll need to leave 16th Street at Tremont Place and go to 17th Street to see the Brown Palace Hotel. This place is full of history, and you can walk right through it to see the incredible atrium. It is a bit expensive, but they serve full tea here, sometimes with holiday or special event themes. Then go back to 16th Street and you'll see that the State Capitol building is coming up to complete the loop. At the end of 16th, you can cross the street and walk up these steps to go above Civic Center Station for another good view. Then you can cross Broadway and head up Colfax alongside the Capitol. If someone told you that you must visit Colfax, or alternatively, if they told you that you must avoid Colfax, then either way, the section they are talking about starts here at Grant and continues for a mile or two east. Here you'll find lots of dives and cocktail bars, concert venues, restaurants, eclectic shops, and usually a bit of nonsense and mayhem going on, especially at night. And that's the walking tour. If you walk this straight through without stopping too much, you can do it in about 2 hours and get a nice overview of downtown and then return to go inside the places you want to see more of. Where you go depends on what you like. If you like museums, Denver has plenty of those. If you like bars or coffee shops, there are tons. If you like public art and murals, you'll see so much of that on this walk through downtown. I hope you found this guide useful. Enjoy your time in Denver. In the description below, I'll include a link to the map that I show in this video so you can download it.